With more and more interest about the LIV Golf Invitational events, a lot of people are wondering what the upgraded experiences are like. So I want to show you today a close look at the Gallery Club at the LIV Golf events. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. The Gallery Club here was about a $250 ticket. As I mentioned, it included grab-and-go food and unlimited drinks, including alcoholic beverages. And one of the things that I was surprised at is that you actually have to walk a few holes to get to the Gallery Club. And while I thought that was an imposition at first, actually it's brilliant because what it does is it puts it relatively central to the golf course. So you don't have to stop for concessions in most places because you can just walk back to the Gallery Club. It's kind of a hub for you on the golf course. Grab a drink, grab a beer, grab a Coke, grab a sandwich or whatever, and then go back out onto the course. So while I didn't like having to walk there at the beginning, it's actually brilliant where it is set up. Alright, to get in, they have a person there guarding the door. You just show them your ticket and you will get a wristband. And then they have this building set up here. And I was expecting grab-and-go food, kind of food in coolers wrapped up to take around with you, sandwiches, things like that. But I was actually, really impressed with the setup they had. Plenty of bar height tools. It was actually very cool inside, very well air conditioned. It was a hot day. I noticed a lot of people coming in there just to cool off. They have a couple of bars set up so that you can get drinks, anything that you want, alcoholic or pop or just bottled water. And then they had basically a buffet food stand set up here. I got a kielbasa sandwich on pretzel roll and some mac and cheese. They also have lighter food, some packaged food like chips and cookies and snacks and treats. They had full-size candy bars there too, so they spared no expense on that, which I really appreciated. So the food was actually quite a bit nicer than I expected, and I know that they said that in the Club 54 tent they had premium food options, so I'm kind of guessing carving station and food at that level. But even for this lower tier grab and go, I was thoroughly impressed. Now, they also had a pretty nice setup for you to sit, and I, despite the number of people that I thought would buy access to this, never found a problem getting a seat anywhere. In fact, I just grabbed a table up by the glass windows so that you can kind of cool off and yet you can still see the action. And even when I came back here a couple of times later, there were still no problem getting a table. Now, out on this little deck here is the place to get the best view, but you can still see the players coming by even if you're inside. Now, one of the great things about this is that they have these little handouts here, so these printed sheets that show, one, when everyone's going off and what the groups are and what hole they start on. So the great thing is if you walk up to any hole and you see your players, you can figure out who's coming up next or who's already been there. So it's really great for kind of planning out your day and seeing the players that you want to see. Now, you probably want to see the porch here. I did too. I went out to see a little bit of the action. Obviously, the rail space goes quickly. The beautiful thing about where this is set up too is it's set up on this fairway of this hole, probably along 250 yards to 300 yards. So what happens here is that most of the tee shots, most of those drives kind of fall right next to this terrace. So it's a really great spot to see guys make their approach shots into this green. All right, guys, this is a pretty amazing day. It's not over yet, but I think you get the idea of what's going on here today. So a lot of fun for anyone, individuals, families. Bring it on out. Beautiful course, beautiful day. Peter Von Panda, out.